Hi, 𝐬𝐨𝐤𝐤 here with T2S Transformed to Succeed. In this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to use one of the editing tools on a Linux operating system. And in this specific video, I'll be talking about Nano. Nano, it's an editor that you can use on any Linux operating system. There's so many others out there, but this one I feel like it's easy to use in contrast to the other editing tools that you have in the Linux universe. So I'm going to invite you to join me as we play with this tool. I'm going to go to my terminal here, and what I'm using Parallels desktop, and which has allowed me, it's kind of like a virtual manager tool that you can use and build different operating systems on top of your local system. So I have this one here, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open my terminal. So we are here on our terminal. And then usually I always like to just change stuff here, because when you see here, this is so long, right? That's very long. So I'm gonna change it to T2S, and then it's gonna be like that. So that's done. I'll clear the screen, and I wanna make this a little bit bigger so that you guys can see it better. So that's good. So let's ls and see what we have here, and we don't have anything there yet. So what I will do now, I'm gonna use this Nano. First of all, you have to make sure that this utility exists on your system. So you do Nano, 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐞, and it's gonna say that, hey, it's here. So you have that in the bin, user bin directory. That's where you find all of the commands, all of the tools that you can run on your system. So clear the screen. When you use any editing tool, what happens is that you are able, you are able to if the file did not exist, by using Nano, you are creating your file too. This tool will just create that file. If the file exists, it's only going to open the file so that you can append whatever you want to add to that content. So I'm gonna call it my Nano text. Then when you press enter, it's gonna take you to the editing space here. So you have the mode editing, and this is contrary to Vim or VI and many others. You have to change modes, but with Nano, it's automatically sends you to the editing mode. So you are here, and the only thing you need to do is just to type here. Like, Nano is an amazing, it is an amazing editing tool, something like that. And then if you press enter, you go to the next line, and you can maybe say, I love using Nano. So you have that. And now look at the bottom of your terminal here. When you look at the bottom of your terminal, you see the different things that you can do. The first one is the G. So you're gonna need to use Control G to get to the help. The help page. So you get here, and here, look at the bottom of the terminal, the window here. So you can again apply all of those things here. Like let's say we want to search for a word. So to search for a word, you just do Control W. You know what says where is? This one here, where is? So that's to search. So you do that, and then you type whatever you want to search for, like display, and then press enter, and then it's gonna really give you the lines that have the word display. And to close, it's Control X. Control X. So now you're back to the editing mode, and then now that you're here on your editing mode, you can read file by using Control R. So I'm just reading all of these things here. So these are the options that you need to have, you need to take advantage of. So like you can replace a word by using that. So like let's play with that for a moment here. So we're gonna do the backward slash and control and backward slash. You do that, you search for a word, and then you can replace it. So like let's say Nano. So you're gonna search for it, and then the next step is to replace. You wanna replace it with what? Nano. So you do that, and then it's gonna replace the word. So the question is, so now do you wanna replace this instance? Do you wanna do all, or? And in my case, I'm gonna just press uppercase A using Shift A. So I do that. So it has, you see, it has replaced what we had before, which was lowercase Nano, and now it's uppercase Nano. So you see, that's how you can use this. And then you don't need to memorize, because memorize these options, because every time you edit a file, already the Nano window will show you these options that you can use to your advantage. And I wanna exit. You can do Control X. I'm looking at here. Control X, and then it asks you the question: do you want to save this? A buffer, that's kind of like a window, something like that. So do you want to save this modified buffer, or modified text, or window, whatever, or prompt, or whatever? So you just say Shift Y, and then file name to write. Do you want to change? If you want to change this name, you can just say My Nano, and then you press enter, and then save file under different name, then press Shift Y, and that's done. So if you list, you have My Nano. It's no longer that mynano.txt, and if you cat My Nano, you can do that. So that's amazing, right? So everything, it's on the window. Everything that you I mean, all of the options, they are there. So this is why this Nano as an editing tool stands out and contrasts with the other editing tools. So like you may be at work, and then you may at work you'll be dealing in a lot of cases. You'll be dealing with with many long files, like this file here. So if you cat etc sshd config file, so this is a very long file, and then you use this sshd file to manage traffic into your system and out, you know, people connecting to your system. So how you can manage that is to configure when you configure this SSHD config file. And like in this case, they can maybe say, okay, so what we want to do, we need to find something like a port. What port number do we use for SSH? The default is 2022, but you can change it to become something else. So you have this file, and then usually one of the best practices is to back up the file. So I'm gonna back up the file. I'll back up the file, and it's gonna be we'll call it we'll put it in the same path, the same location. So we're gonna call it SSHD config, and then we'll say we'll call it backup, something like that. So it's gonna require sudo here, because you need some elevated permissions and privileges here to perform that. So you're gonna do that, and that's yeah. So you're logged in, and then you recall that command, and so we've made a copy. So now we need to nano this one here. So I'll just copy that and then put it here. If it can allow me to do that, probably not. So I'll just nano /etc. That's a long thing to copy here. So you copy that. So you have that. So we are now in here, and then again you see this here. So it means that we need to use our sudo power or something. Okay, so I'm gonna X out of that, and then I'll recall that here, because it's a security issue. So there are some files that a regular user a standard user can modify and play with, or even access. There are also other files that you can only access and modify as a super user, like similar to being a root. So we are here, and let's say we want to find the port. So you use this option here, and it's just gonna be Control W, and then you search for a port. So when you do that, then you see that it's here. So you are port there, and let's say you wanna replace. I wanna change this to port number, let's say 8765 or something like that. So what I'm gonna do, I have to go to replace here. So Control backward slash, I do that. So search for what I want to replace. I want to replace port 2022. Then I press enter with port 7. Let's see if I get it right. And then press enter. And then you're gonna say Shift A. And that's it. You see? So it's been changed to this one here. That's how easy it is. So let's say I want to go to line, to any line, but I need to find out how do you line your things here. So that's one thing that I need to do to show. But you know, you can cut and paste. Let's say we want to cut this line here. So what you do, you just say you place your cursor on whatever line that you want to cut, and then control, it's going to be Control K to say cut. So that's gone. And then if I want to paste, I'll use this one here. It's U, uncut. So I just press Control U and it's back there. And I want to save, Control X to exit. Then they're asking me, do you want to save this? And I can say yes. So it's gonna be this one here. And if you don't want to save, it's gonna be uppercase N. So I'm gonna do Shift Y, and then I'm gonna save it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And I'm gonna delete it. To delete is to do sudo rm. It's gonna delete it, so it's gone. And that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you when it comes to Nano and how easy it is to use it. So what you do, you just open a file using the Nano command, and the options are at the bottom of your screen or of your window, and just follow those options, and that's pretty much it. And how easy it is to use this Linux editor. Thank you so much for watching this video. God bless, and I hope to see you in the next one.